Hello.
Hi,
What are you drinking today?
I am having a croissant and coffee. I brewed it with the AeroPress that you gifted me.
Oh, nice. What coffee is this?
This is Blue Tokai Hidden Falls,
Oh, hidden.
and
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it's I think it's one of the new blends. So day before yesterday, basically since you've given me this AeroPress, I don't have a AeroPress brew. I mean grind size, right? So I had to go and get one. All of them were like French press grinds. So I was like, let's just get one. So the other day I went to the Blue Tokai. Like this is the Blue Tokai that I regularly go to, the one in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So I know the barista. Okay, he was like, "Oh, hi, sir. I've seen you. You're coming here after a long while." And I was out of town.
Yeah.
So he only suggested me this, and he gave me a very good pour over
Okay.
uh, of their producer series, something from their producer series.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also very good. These are all like light, light blend coffees, right? Light roasted coffees with a bit of fruity blends to it.
Okay, it's fruity a bit. Yeah.
Mm. So it's not that fruity also, but it has a very refreshing taste. To be honest,
The notes are good.
the notes are very good. You can actually taste the notes.
Yeah. So, how did you like the AeroPress one?
First two times I failed. First time I think I under extracted,
Yeah.
and the second time no, there were three times I failed. First time I under extracted. Second time I tried to do the inverted AeroPress thing.
Okay.
तो उल्टो है गया, it just well off.
And then?
Then
Continue. No issues. Let it be there. Yeah. So, no. So, did you find any difference between a mocha pot and an AeroPress? Because both are concentrated very much.
yeah, I think in the AeroPress, it's a different way you make it. No, you apply pressure to it.
Yeah, that's true.
मैंने the in mocha pot, I think there is also a pressure like the
The
water
gas.
boiling and
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know. I never had a mocha pot coffee direct out of mocha pot.
Okay.
I always like add milk to it, like you do basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get a good AeroPress thing. You can just have AeroPress out of the AeroPress thing.
Okay. Because mocha pot, I think the coffee that we use, like the
Then you should
filter
hmm,
coffee is more.
more darker.
Yeah, it's more dark. But now I am having Americano from mocha pot only. It's
You
not,
add boiling water.
yeah, boiling water. Yeah. I like it sort of. It's a bit bitter, but I like the taste that it provides. Yeah.
And because you don't have any other thing, no, right now at home.
But then also, I think I like it this way. Otherwise, I would have used the French press one. But this way, I like it. It's good. It's it's a bit of a jark for the body, I guess. But
It's a bold blend.
it's a bold blend, yeah. But sort of I like it. Yeah, it's not a problem. So, what are the plans for today?
I'm actually going to invitation I have in some time.
Okay.
Then nothing. I'll just come back and read the book. My current read basically.
Mm-hmm.
What have you read last?
So last book. So now I am a spree on Murakami, basically. I don't know for some reason, but last book that I
You're again reading a Murakami.
yeah. So I finished up Norwegian Woods,
Hmm.
and that's the first book I think to the introduction of Murakami for me.
I think I introduced you to Murakami, right?
Yeah, you said that you bought the book of Norwegian
Yeah,
Wood.
I bought
You
it
went to that.
yeah,
You went to
sometime
that
this year.
library in Bangalore, right? Right?
Oh yeah, I think I bought Norwegian It's in Bangalore only.
Yeah, yeah. We
From
went
that
over
place,
there.
yeah, that was a good place for
Yeah,
books.
all the second-hand books were there. It's an old
Blossom
store.
Books, I guess. I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember the name, but it was all about this. Um, these things.
No, no, you have. They have a very good collection, and they have all kinds. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we all know ki Forest Street is the second largest, but they all. I mean, I was very surprised to see second-hand books. Even they had very old books, like ranging from everything.
Hmm. Yeah. So that there's only you bought the Norwegian Woods, and then you said that
Hmm.
you should read up this. And I was just picking up my reading habit again because it was a long time I was not reading anything. Then suddenly I thought that why not? Let's just start with that. I loved it. Then sort of I now finished Kafka on the Shore,
Hmm.
Murakami. But now I'm not, I have this book that I'm right now into is called The Strangers by Albert Camus.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's a good book.
yeah, I have just read the first few pages of the book, but not yet. I can get through that. What are you reading now?
I finished The Remains of the Day.
Yeah, I think it's a British writer, but originated from
Yeah, Ishiguro.
yeah,
Hmm.
Ishiguro.
No, that's a good book. You should try it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have
Actually,
Remains of the Day. I have Remains of the Day.
I think you should definitely try it.
Yeah. So like, uh, I mean, you also have read this book, right? Norwegian Woods.
Yeah, that was that is my second. I read that one. IQ 84. IQ 84. No, no, I
Okay, 1Q84. Okay.
1Q 84. Yes, I read
Yes,
one Q
yes,
eighty four
yes.
first. Then I read Norwegian Woods, and then I want to read Kafka, which is
Yeah,
my book, which is with you.
yeah, yeah, correct. So, like, what was about 1Q84?
I think I read it 3 years back. Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. So recently you have read this book, right? Called
I read Norwegian Woods from like I saw a random reel on Instagram and read that book.
yeah,
Gotcha. And then that pulled me back into reading. Like for the
correct,
last 3.5 years, I used to not read
correct.
anything. Maybe some articles here and there. And because since we are working from home, we are stretching extended hours of working and whatnot.
Yeah,
So it was all like not reading and stuff. So I read Norwegian Woods this year. Then I got hooked.
yeah,
Then I read that Calcutta book
yeah, correct. Yeah,
for some time
yeah.
by Dominic Lapierre, The City of Joy. And then I started this Remains of the Day.
Okay. So, like, I know that for me also the same thing happened. I mean, Norwegian Woods was the one that pulled me into reading again.
Hmm.
I don't know, for some reason this book has that power that you cannot keep it
It is
down.
very well written. It is very
It's
well written.
fast. It's
It's
fast.
fast
It's
and
fast.
also I think the main theme is we all want to go back to those Easter years where we were carefree, right? And the book is about that.
Yeah, sort of. Yes,
The
that's true.
main the main character, he is in his years where he's doing about
Correct.
everything that
Correct. Yeah. He's that adolescent period and he's doing all that things we sort of did. We didn't. I mean, we always would like to do all those things. But one
Hmm.
of the other book that I really like and I have asked you to read is Catcher in the Rye.
I want to. I
Yeah.
want to. I
It's
am
I
currently
mean,
reading a Pakistani writer,
yeah, you said,
Exit
yeah,
West.
Midwest,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mohsin Abid. After that, I'll read. I don't know, after that, I plan on reading those Japanese books.
Japanese ones, yeah.
Hmm.
How did you feel about Murakami, his writings, and Norwegian Woods in particular?
I think Norwegian Woods was really well written. Like, never have I ever enjoyed a book that much. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, maybe it's me or I don't know, but never have I enjoyed a book so much. Like, it pushed me back into reading. I don't know why. I mean, It's very. It's not. I mean, there are too many. Obviously, when you read a book or watch a movie or whatever, you try to associate the things that you have done and make a comparison in that sense. So I think it was very well written, and fun. There are two, three things that you need similarities in
Yeah,
order to get pulled into something.
yeah.
Like I think reading book is not. I mean, maybe it's for all of us, but people who has uh, read, they are I think a lot calmer. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
uh,
Yeah.
so so
I'll
that's
come to that point. Yeah.
it's kind of like that. So you associate whatever hobbies and whatever things that you pick in depending on your personalities, right? So that's what I think that book was all about. That and I really like it. I don't know. I think
Mhm.
it's one of my favorite reads, and I want to read again when I get that book back. Uh,
Yeah, it's sort of like that. So for me, what happened is Norwegian Woods one thing that some books you will see at the starting of it, you won't understand what is exactly happening.
yeah, yeah.
It starts from a very random kind of a thing, and
It's
then
when I only I think by the time you reach to a certain chapter, you get to know the entire
yeah,
story.
what is happening? It's a
Uh,
small build up that happens, and then you sort of understand. Okay, so this is where it is going now.
mhm.
But for Norwegian Woods, it's a journey.
Mhm, yeah.
He tells everything, he narrates in certain way that it's a journey, he's doing that, he's doing this. Then you understand that he's in love, he was in love with he's in love with a girl who
Hmm.
has a past. And we sort of go through this kind of a period. Everyone, I sort of think that people has their relationships, and there's a baggage that they carry always.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct, yeah. So then sort of it's all about that
When I
belonging.
so I don't know when he wrote this book, but I think he wrote this book well ahead of his time also. Like people back then,
That's true, that's true, yeah, I think so.
I don't know if they understood the concept of baggage, this, that, but the way he wrote it, it's a premier modern kind of a situation also.
Yeah, I also think so because see all the things now that I have read two books of Murakami, uh, and some these things. So the book reviews of some of the other books, I have seen that he has this magical realm in his book, which he compares with the reality.
Yeah, that's it.
He will talk about spirits. He will talk about some things that he's thinking can be manifested into reality, which is sort of a magic realm
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
exists in a parallel universe. He feels
Yeah.
that if this can happen, then that will be good. Even
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
So
same thing, even in the Kafka on the Shore,
I've
it's
not
talk
read
about,
Kafka.
yeah, it talks about in depth into magical reality, that this will happen and that will happen and
And I
this
think the
will happen.
way also the book is written, it's very well descriptive. Like when
Yeah,
you
that's
read
true.
it, you just imagine
You can
what the
imagine
guy is
exactly
doing.
what he's doing, and also the emotions that he captures. It's very raw.
Hmm. I think I mean after reading that book, I think got to know the entire city, how it is planned, and
Yeah,
what all routes you should take to go from point A to point B and all that. And it's very well descriptive and very well written. Let's say we don't have that, uh, at least in Indian writing. I don't know. I don't read a lot of Indian. It's very. Yeah, I don't think there's an Indian book which talks about these aspects, like going from this town to this town to meet someone, how to
no,
go about.
there must be books, but the thing is, there must be some books. I'm pretty sure about it.
Yeah, there must be, but we are not.
The thing
Maybe
is,
we are not.
what I feel is Murakami doesn't write about the city particularly.
Yeah, he talks about the entire.
Yeah, he's talking about a different thing,
Hmm.
wherein he like narrates it very beautifully so that you can understand it very well. So that is one of the things, I guess. And the second thing is, yeah, I'll pause.
अरे ओटा इससे
Yeah, so basically, also one more thing of Murakami that I feel is Murakami uses a lot of metaphors in his
Hmm.
whole writing. The whole book consists of metaphors, which I really like. I mean, that's one of the things that I really like and adore about that book.
Yeah, and I think I don't know who has the book. I think it's either with one of my friends or someone I've given. I don't know, remember right now. But before this year ends, I want to go back to that book once more.
Norwegian Woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
plan on reading it sometime when we travel together,
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
so that
that's
we're gonna enjoy it once going through
right
it.
now.
Because
I have read this book. If you know this book.
Tuesday with Mori, okay.
Yeah, this Tuesdays with Maury. It's a beautiful book. You should. I recommend you to read this book also. That is one thing. And the second is this one. I'll read this one. Uh,
That is, acha, okay.
the last lecture.
What is
This is
this
the.
about?
This is a book. The same kind of a book. This is also a cancer patient professor who will be giving his last lecture.
Okay.
And the same thing happens with Tuesdays with Maury also. That he will be giving his lectures throughout the Tuesdays. So
Ah,
he's a
okay.
student who visits the professor on Tuesdays and takes lessons on life. It's a
Okay.
beautiful book. It's a very, very good book. It's a small book and it's a very good book.
I think in between two books, like Remains of the Day was a very
Yeah, yeah. Talk about Remains of the Day. I
slow
haven't read that book.
slow burner. It's a very slow burner because it talks about the stories about how there was this butler concept back in those days, and how those butlers are very professional, and professionalism was like
Which
highest.
concept?
Butler.
What is that?
Lords. Array, you have like Batman's butler,
Okay.
Alfred, right?
Okay.
The guy running about doing
Yeah,
his
yeah,
business.
correct. Yes, yes.
So these lords used to like let's say any lords who
Hmm.
came to India, even they would used to have their own butlers. Okay,
Okay.
who would there were some butlers who would cook, there were some butlers who would serve, there were some butlers who would clean.
Hmm.
So the entire concept is about that. And there's this butler called the story is through the eyes of that butler. Okay,
Okay.
so the book is all about how his days have gone on, and he's basically reminiscing those days. And there's a scene where
He regrets basically.
he does not regret. He's reminiscing those days where he spent all his day through and throughout as being a butler. Okay,
Okay.
like let's say his dad was also a butler.
Okay.
Okay, so there was a scene where he was in when basically on a butler you are like on duty on call, like from morning to evening when your dinner is served. I think that is the time you get off. Okay, so there was a scene in particular where his dad was on the deathbed. When his dad was dead, okay, and he could not see because he was in his duties and he was doing this, he was doing that after, and there were some guests coming in from France. Not yeah, from France. Yes, from France. This is basically set in World War II. So from France, from here and there, he was adhering. I mean, taking, talking to them, making sure that their wishes are fulfilled and stuff. Normally, what a butler does, right? So there was this scene. So basically, at the end of the day, he then switches to a different lord who advises him to take a holiday. Like
Okay.
he's
Okay.
asking him, ki, just take a holiday. I'll be not there. What
Okay.
will you do? Like
Yeah.
since I'm gone, what will you do in
Yeah.
the house alone? So he asks him to take a holiday, and he gives the car keys, or I think it's his own car, butler's car. I don't recall. And he says, "Ki, I'll foot the bill for your diesel or gas, whatever it is."
Yeah.
So then he takes up the car. After for much resistance at first, he takes up the car and just goes to the countryside of England. Okay,
Okay.
there he realized he has not seen the life in that way. He has not seen much of countryside, although staying that many years in that country.
Okay.
And then he goes about spending, and then he's supposed to meet this woman and stuff. That is also going on in parallel. And then what he does is, at the end, he realizes, like after talking to so many people, there's this one guy in particular who's talking to, who's saying, that's the line that I sent you, that screenshot. Ki, evening is the best part of the day
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
your day is done. You just put your feet on the table and you can go about doing your what you want to do.
Correct. You relax basically. Yeah.
And that was his way of realizing, okay, he has missed out on a lot, and he would now from now enjoy the remains of his day, basically. And that's
Yeah.
it. It's a very slow book. When the end, it's when one chapter, there are like four, five chapters. It's day one is one chapter, day two is another chapter, day three is
Correct.
another chapter. It's like that. Like it's a
It's a slow
what
book,
20?
basically.
It's a
Yeah.
very slow book. I mean, you
Yeah.
would like it. Like it's a very slow book, and you would like it also. Like I think
Okay.
there are some things I think which is very well said in the book, like how those days, how professionalism was there, and you could not talk. But even though like his dad was, but there are many stages, I guess, also like we have right manager, senior manager,
Yeah.
that we did.
Obviously.
Huh? So his dad was somewhat below, and his rank was much higher. So basically, he would assign tasks to his dad and stuff
Who's
like
dad
that.
and stuff.
So
Okay.
it was very, and he used to also protect his dad from this one particular woman because she was very. And as a butler, also you have to be very specific in the tasks that you do and very professional in the tasks you do. So it is a book through the eyes of a butler, let's say.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
And I don't know how
I'll
Ishiguro
I'll
got the
read it. I'll
concept,
read it. I
but
have that book. I'll read it for
you
sure.
have the book or do you want it?
No, no, I have the book. I'm not sure where is it. It's in my home, I guess. But I'll read it. I'll read it.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. I'll read. I'll have a read to that book. But yeah, I feel the other point that you were saying, right? That after reading, after taking up this habit of reading, I think I have also become a bit calm.
That I think happens.
Yeah, I don't know because for every day you sit with yourself with the book for at least 1.5 hours, and
Even not like even 20 minutes is a lot. Like even if you
yeah,
read for
you
20,
just
30 minutes.
yeah, and you just don't talk to each other, like you don't just talk to anyone, and you don't use your mobile or anything like that. And
That I don't do in a lot of sense, but still like away from screen time is basically what I want to do.
but I think that's why also I don't prefer now reading any book on iPad or
I
any
think
sort of
I
digital
don't know,
book.
I never get the concept of reading book on a digital media or a print version.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kindle, I don't know. I've never used a Kindle, I don't know. But I don't like it. But again, it's a screen, right? You're
But
reading it
people
from.
say that it's a different one. I mean, people who have been using Kindle, they say that it's very addictive. If you use Kindle, you cannot go back. That's what they say.
But it's the same size of a pad, right? iPad or a
Yeah,
tablet.
sort of. But what happens is you can disconnect the networks and you don't have any apps to like sort of disturb you.
Oh, that's
And
true.
then sort of it's just the book that you have, then you can
But
pass
even
it
if
forward.
if you do the same in a tablet, it's the same, right? If you disconnect your net and turn off
And
the
then also
notification.
you will have apps, right? So you can
You had
go
apps.
and
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, do some these things. But in a Kindle, I have heard these like I have heard the reviews that people say if you once use the Kindle and then sort of you cannot go back again. But I haven't used Kindle. I have used my friend's Kindle and I felt it was good. Yeah, it was a matte finish and when you flip, it feels like you're
Oh,
reading
okay.
a page.
You have all that. Okay, I never knew. Matte
I
finish.
haven't. Yeah, yeah, you have everything. It's adaptive to your eyes. It has an eye shield, so it's good. You can mark it with your with your I think something like that. You can mark highlight it, the lines and
Hmm.
etc. You can search for a meaning in a dictionary. These things can be done in Kindle very easily. So
That is a very good. I think then I've never used it. I don't know. So
yeah,
it's a very good concept, basically, to have
correct.
something. And although I don't know, I don't look up to words upon coming up a new word. I don't look up instantly. Maybe I'll look it up after, like when I'm working and it's still there on my mind. Then I'll look it up.
Yeah, yeah. So you have a plan for going today for the invitation, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just after this call only I'll get ready and
Cool, cool.
we'll just go.
Let's do one thing. I think let's record these sessions on weekdays also because the days we are working from home, we
Yeah,
can
we can do that.
uh,
Like sometime in the afternoon when we are like
yeah, exactly. We are free for some time and then let's do that.
and let's post this on Sundays. I think that's a better way to do.
Yeah, because yeah, we can do that obviously, but we can record. Obviously, there's a new thing coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see how it comes. Let's see how it
Yes,
goes.
that is next month.
That's next month, but yeah, we are
But not
planning
a
a
lot
lot of
of
things.
days to go with it. I mean,
But we are planning a lot of things to happen on that
yeah.
part. We are doing some things for that. Let's see how it
Let's see
comes.
how it. Yeah.
Let let's see how it
If
goes.
we had gone to that place, the other day you shared a video, right, of that conversation which took place in that coffee place, in the
Yeah,
coffee shop.
yeah,
So I was assuming if we had went to that place and
yeah,
taken a like an interview with him or something, that would have been also great. I think
yeah. We
he
can, we
we
can,
will do sometime. Let's do
we
sometime because
can.
I think
Yeah,
he's very
but not
humble
this
also.
time, maybe. But maybe next time,
I
whenever
mean,
we plan
judging
for
by the
that.
way he speaks and all, I think he's very humble also. He would easily give you a
Five
not
ten
an hour
minutes.
maybe, but to us
Yeah,
maybe he'll give 10 20
10
minutes. I guess
15
that.
minutes. He can. Yeah, and that's what we need. I think a bit of coffee enthusiasts. So yeah,
Hmm.
some topic on coffee. Yeah,
Because the place he set up shop, no, that's a very good place, and a lot of international traffic comes in. Like, a lot of
correct. Yeah,
international folks come in.
yeah. It's in Dehradun.
It's in Beed
Okay, it's in Beer. Okay, yeah,
because they have that paragliding thing in Beed, no.
yeah,
So
yeah. Correct,
a
correct.
lot of people come in, like international folks. A lot of people come
So
in.
come
So he
in.
has
Yeah,
found a very sweet spot in that sense
yeah.
that he will have the Indian crowd and also the international folks as well. So let's
Correct.
talk to him once.
We can. Yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. Let's do
Now
that.
that's why I like talking to baristas. No, see, over the years now, though, I think my go-to order will be in any cafe to have a pour over by their beans. Like what you get a latte and stuff is fine, but that is by their usual my beans and stuff. Pour over may you they can experiment with new beans and give you. Like yesterday also when I went to Liverpool,
Yeah,
he also gave me a very good pour over. He said,
correct.
"Sir, these are the new beans because I think coffee season was just ended, so they have some new beans now." And he asked me to buy those, but unfortunately, I have a lot of beans, so I didn't buy anything yesterday. But it was good. It was really good.
Let's see how it comes up. Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, let's
Bye
end here.
for today. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.